Lucy here, and I thought I'd come join you this morning. And by the time you get this, it may be afternoon, or evening, whatever time or daytime zone you're in. And I wanted to just come and kind of follow up my second episode with a little bit more about depression. I know that topic is so huge, and there's so many facets and details to that topic that I'm trying to be more specific and nailing it in regards to makeup and applying makeup, because I know for me personally, when I'm going through a low time in my life through depression and I'm just not feeling like doing much of anything, the first thing that goes for me is putting my makeup on, taking care of myself physically. That includes probably eating healthy, washing my face at night in the morning, getting out of bed. That can include a lot of different things, but specifically for makeup for me is the one thing that I lack doing when I am in a bad place. So how do I get out of that place to do the things that I need to do? Well, for one thing, I made a goal for myself, and that was to daily get out of bed and put my makeup on. That was my goal. Now, is it going to be like that every day? I have allowed grace into my life in that if I can't get to it every day, that's okay. Is it bad? No, because I know that every day can be a lot of work for some people, and especially for me, if when I'm dealing with, maybe I'm having just a bout of some bad days, not feeling myself or not feeling very good about myself and that kind of stuff, that I may not just want to do it. And so that's okay. That's okay, But this is a daily goal that I have for myself to do. And if I don't do it, then I make sure there's a reason I'm not doing it. I've also kind of informed the people around me and have told them that, if you ever notice that I'm not putting my makeup on, or I'm not, just grooming myself, I'm kind of in bed all the time, not wanting to socialize, that they would know that those are some indications that I'm having a bad day of depression, and they need to be aware of that and check in on me, because I may not verbalize I'm having a hard day or having a hard time. So that's something that I do an extra step in taking to make sure that people know what's going on. You don't have to do that, but it's a way for me personally to be accountable for my feelings and what's happening. And I know I have this long life story that I will share eventually and put it in a separate video. It's too much to do in one 10-minute, 15-minute session here. But everybody has a life story, and so mine just as happens to be different, and I'm using my experiences as a way to reach out to other people. But makeup used to be a big part of my life, and depression kind of took over, and that was the first thing to go. I just stopped putting my makeup on. We'd go out and I wouldn't put my makeup on. I would look like I just rolled out of bed. And when things got really tough for me, when I was going through, and still am in some ways, grieving some losses in my life, I just really did not care how I looked. I was just in such a deep depression at that point. And that's different because, when you lose somebody, there is that process you go through. But I'm also talking about just regular old depression, for whatever reason that it's in your life. So how do I get up and get going and get out of that funk that you might be feeling and to get moving? And it's really a complicated answer, I guess. Well, maybe not so complicated, because it requires you just to get up and go. Just do it. Just do it, do it, do it. You have to have a motivation for it. Easier said than done, right? I mean, I could sit there and tell you to get up and move, 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 but if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to do it. And I'm stubborn-headed, which makes it even more complicated, because I don't want to get up sometimes, and I just fight myself. It's like an internal battle saying, Lucy, you have to get up. No, I don't want to get up. It's like you have the good angel and the devil on one shoulder and angel on the other, and they're talking at you, telling you, no, you don't need to get up, you're fine. No, you really do need to get up, you have things you need to do. Remember you have that appointment, or, so it's really an internal battle to try to get myself going and moving. So some of the ways that I've found that I can get myself moving in the morning is setting 5 alarms, literally, especially if I have appointments. Oh my goodness, I have to have several alarms set, because I will turn them off and go back to sleep and not aware of, that I had the alarm set, not aware of what's going on. And I know there's others out there that set their alarms. I have literally, I set 5 different alarms at 5 different time increments, so that the first one will go off. Great, I'm awake, I can just snooze it, or I can just turn it off. And then not remembering I had these other alarms set. So it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. When I was younger, I could just fly out of bed and, get going, but now it's more challenging. And so what I've had to do at sometimes, I've even had to put my phone, which my alarms are set on, or my iPad, and put it on a table across the room, and it's set it at the highest volume. And then when it goes off, I have to get out of bed and turn it off before it wakes everybody up. So that is just a suggestion. That's what I do sometimes if I'm really exhausted and I know there is no way I'm going to be able to do this and get up on my own. I have to have help. And I've even went as much as, to ask somebody, please call me to make sure I'm awake, or please knock on my door to make sure I'm up. Please, to make sure I'm going and I'm moving. But that's, what it takes. That's what you have to do. And so I think the first thing is you have to have a will to get moving. You have to want to do it. You have to set your heart to want to do this. And it's not just with this, it's with other things. It's getting beyond that stubbornness and that feeling like you're feeling, and pushing beyond that. And it is so hard, guys. I know it is so difficult, and it's taken me a long time to just make myself do what I'm doing. And so I know that that is not an easy task, but you can start off slow. That's what I would do, is just, if there's no way right now you can get up at 9 in the morning, that's not going to work. Or if it's, and you're used to getting up at 11, all right, well, then start slowly getting up earlier every day by 15 minutes. 1 week get up at 10:45, the next week 10:30. Okay, so you get down to 9 o'clock. Look, you have 2 extra hours. What are you going to do with them? Okay, instead of staying in bed like I would sometimes for 2 hours and then get up. And I have done that, and I still do that on occasion, don't get me wrong. But instead of wasting those 2 hours not doing anything, you could be up taking a shower, you could be combing your hair, doing your hair, at least putting your hair back. You could be putting your makeup on, or if you don't want to do a full face of makeup, you can just put, a light amount of makeup on, do your foundation, your powder, your blush, maybe some eyeliner or some mascara and lipstick, and you're good to go out the door. And that's fine. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel like, you know what, I look good today. I'm doing good today. And then you go from there. And look, you have extra time. You could do some reading, you could do some praying, you could do some singing, you could make some breakfast for yourself. I mean, there's things that you can do, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's too much at one time. It is. So you just do one thing at a time first and go from there. It is a challenge, and I do understand that. But I just want you to know that someone does understand the fact that even if it's something as simple as makeup, putting makeup on, it's a challenge, because it's a part of that whole grooming topic, the whole grooming episode that you're having to try to struggle to do. I remember, and I still have issues getting up every day and to shower. Well, maybe not every day, because my skin is dried out easily, so I have a schedule I'm on. But it's difficult to get moving. Sometimes it takes all your energy to even just take a shower. I found that out for me that was a really hard time, and I would have to like go take a nap after because it drained all my energy I had in me. That's how bad it was, and how bad it can get, you know. So I had to learn to take baby steps to do things, to get moving, and not try to do everything at one time because I knew it would burn me out faster than anything. So my encouragement today is to take baby steps at getting yourself ready in the morning. Try to find a way, find something that will motivate you to get moving in the morning. I mean, some of us, you know, some people have jobs that they go to, so that's a big motivation right there. So that might require you to get up even earlier than you are getting up if you're not getting yourself put together and that kind of thing. So it really depends on your schedule. But I think once you get into a routine, that makes such a big difference, is getting into that routine of doing something, because it makes you feel good that, hey, look, I can do this every day at this time. I'm feeling good. You know, I've got this routine set in place. Does it suck? Yes, it does. But I'm doing it. And then you pat yourself on the back, and it helps you feel better. And whatever helps you feel good and feel happy, then you do it. You know, if you're dead set on, I'm not going to put makeup on, that's not my thing, I'm not doing that, and that's fine. It's whatever makes you happy. If you want to just get up and it makes you feel better to make yourself breakfast in the morning, get dressed, come here, that's all you want to do, that's who you are, then fine, that is great. The whole point is that you're doing something for you. You're doing some self-care, and you're getting up in the morning, and you're starting your day off on a good note. And that's all that has to happen. And so I have strayed from my schedule at times, and I'm going to tell you now, I had gotten so used to being on my schedule correctly and the timing of everything, that once I got off that schedule, my life felt so out of control. And I just went through a little bit of an episode of that, and I'm trying to get myself back onto my current schedule and do it, you know, consistently, because I got off of it and it felt like I couldn't do things. And you have to understand that for my sake, I suffered a mild brain injury from my previous suicide attempt. So my memory isn't what it used to be exactly. So I would forget appointments. I would forget that I had to be somewhere. I'm not currently driving right now, so because I don't have a car, number one, but because of my issues that are going on. And so I get rides to go to places, and if I don't remember, you know, to call and get the ride that I normally get scheduled, then I'm not able to go to that appointment. So it's like you have to be scheduled to do things. And so when I find that I'm off my schedule, it really messes me up. So I encourage that as well. You know, if, you know, get yourself a little daily planner and put it in your schedule. If you do make a daily schedule, plan it specifically. I'm getting up at this time, I'm going to do my makeup at this time to this time. And I have to be, you know, and some people, that works wonderful for them to be able to do that. So anyways, that was my little talk today about, was that to keep moving forward as best you can, and know that people love you and they care about you. And, you know, I'm not expecting you to go and just boom right out of bed and do this. I want you to take baby steps and get back into living life again, just like I'm trying to live my life. I want to see you and others live your lives to the best you can right now. And even if it's just getting out of bed and going to eat breakfast, if that's it, then that's it. That's a big accomplishment right there, because a lot of people have that difficulty doing that. So just do baby steps to get yourself back into life, you know. And along those notes, since we're talking about makeup and life, I did have a life hack I wanted to share with you. Now, I have several different ones that I plan on sharing every now and then. And these are not my personal hacks, by the way. Somebody else has come up with these, and I've found them or I've seen them do it, and I can't tell you who, I'll be honest. I don't know who came up with this hack. I saw it off of TikTok, and it was shared from another TikTok, from another TikTok, from another TikTok. So it's all over TikTok, but it is a phenomenal hack. I mean, it saves you money. It saves you time. I wish somebody would have came up with it before, but let me grab it. Now, at the end of makeup, and I don't know if, when you see my tutorial today, you'll see I'll put it on at the end. I forget sometimes. And I guess that's the wonder with my little tiny makeup application sessions, is that you never know what I'm going to forget and what I'm not. Like today, I forgot to put on my highlighter in the video. So I just, every day is a challenge and every day is a different, Anyways, at the end of your makeup, I don't know if you do or do not do this, but I usually try to put a setting spray on. And every makeup company has them. Morphe has them, Too Faced has them, Urban Decay has a great makeup setting spray. Just a lot, even though, drugstore makeup, they all have them as well. And what happens when you're, and I wish I had my actual full body spray or the full spray in front of me. I could actually show you, but when you're spraying these setting sprays on, I mean, you're just having to do this and this and this, and you've got spray flying everywhere, and that's like lost liquid, and then, or if you're like me, I end up shooting it the wrong direction, shooting it in my eye or something, so then I gotta go again. So to me, it's a lot of, you're losing a lot of liquid to do that. So I saw this on TikTok. So you get you one of these little small, I think they're called atomizers. I don't know what they're called, actually, I'll be honest, but they're little mister bottles. They're electric, or they're rechargeable. And so you put, I don't know if I can get this off, but anyways, hope I have the right one. Okay, so I just have, this has been, I don't know if you can see it, I have some in here now, and it's been like that. It's barely gone down any in the last week or two. And I do clean it out once it gets down to a good level, if I feel like it's been in there too long. But I try to just use it all up. Anyway, so you put your spray in there and you've had it charged, and then you turn it on, this baby on, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if that doesn't help. But you can see the spray coming out of it, right? And you just spray on, and it is wonderful because it's directed onto your face. I tend to also put it on my eyes more and just apply it to my eyes directly, and you're not losing any spray outside of maybe some mist because you're getting it to where it needs to be. That is the best hack I've had, and I will continue to use that from forever because it's taken me so long to even go through a bottle of facial spray that I still have unopened bottles from BoxyCharm or whatever I've had for a while now that I haven't had to use because I'm still working on this one bottle from months ago, So I mean, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I hope you can find your stuff. I got this off of Amazon. They sell a ton of them. They have 2 packs of them. They have 5, 10 packs of them. How many you want. I mean, I've used this for facial spray. I've also used another one for my sanitizer to spray on my hands. Trying to think. There's other different, you can put whatever you want to put in there, really. That works as a mister if it's a liquid. This one works really good. I feel like it's really direct. When I first used it, I don't know, I just wasn't used to it, or I wasn't giving it a chance to work. But I used another one, and then that one kind of died off on me. And so this one has really been worked really good. So there's different size ones, there's different price. I mean, you can get them pretty inexpensive and on sale. I mean, $5. I mean, they're not really that expensive at all. This one I think I paid like 7 or 8 because I wanted it because it had the little diamond heart in the center of it. So anyways, that was my hack for today. And so now you're going to see my tutorial of my makeup that I have on right now. And then I'll be back to talk with you just for a few minutes. Thank you. You enjoyed that makeup tutorial in fast motion. I don't know why. I think that's the quickest way to see what I'm doing because, you know, I don't know. I don't like watching people put their makeup on for 30 minutes, which it seems like it takes a while to do that. I don't know. It just depends, but I hope you enjoyed it. And as you could see at the end of it, there was a listing of all the makeup I used, and it's in the order that I used it. And if you have any questions, obviously, about that, you can comment below. And please like and subscribe this post and subscribe to my channel so that way you are notified when I do another episode. And next episode, I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but I can tell you it'll be a good nugget of information. So I hope you have a blessed day. I'm praying for you all, and God loves you and I love you. Have a great day. Bye.